In this next scene, the interviewer and Jasmine just go through a back and forth on whether or not she is responsible for the deaths of the previous three people mentioned. And this argument just boils down to, you're responsible for the stupidity of the three people who tried your practice and died for it. And her response to this is...
So this woman died following your regimen, is that fair?
I have no idea. It's not my regimen. It's a regimen that's been practiced for thousands of years that I happen to report on.
That you support?
I support it as a wonderful initiation for people who are very well trained.
That you effectively promote by writing books like this?
No, it's not a promotion, more about sharing research.
No, effectively promote by writing books like this. The act of writing books like this, I suggest to you, is effectively promoting that regimen that resulted in the death of this woman and others.
And I effectively promote in that book absolute self-responsibility, use of personal discernment and self-mastery. Richard,
Your responsibility to people who are silly enough to starve themselves.
None of the people who are involved in this see it like that.
I'm pretty sure that's just because they've been brainwashed. But it's just a working theory.
She boasts telepathic powers, but Jasmine prefers to spread the word here on Earth via lecture tours and her internet site.
Well, I mean, those long-distance calls to the spirit realm must cost a fortune. Why use that when you got email right there?
And she earns her daily bread with a thriving mail-order business selling her tapes and books.
And there it is. As a very smart man and a fish always like to say, there's always a book.
See, what I find very, very difficult is whether you believe this gibberish and are therefore in need of some help, or whether you don't believe it and you just put it forward and it makes you a fraudster.
Don't you think you should leave it to the audience to decide and the people who've bothered to do in-depth research into what I'm actually saying to decide?
They'd like to, but I'm pretty sure they're dead. Either that or they're getting a really nice handy J from Henry VIII.
What she is teaching is a fraud. Because if she is saying that you can live in this world without eating and drinking, then that is a fraud, and people believe it, then they're going to die.
Dr. David Millikan studies cults.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but I don't know if we need a doctor to give us information that's impossible to refute since it's embedded in our DNA.
These chi masters that are so powerful with their radiation, their emanations of energy, they have found that through their chi emissions into a crowd, 300 out of 400 people attending automatically stop eating just like that.
Are we sure this is from the spiritual teacher's chi that we are able to achieve this? Because I'm sure if a large group of people go to a mass starvation event, it's gotta feel pretty awkward being the only one sneaking a bag of chips from the vending machine. And only the Lord knows what's gonna happen if they catch you.
How many followers do you think you have?
We have no followers because we're dealing with intelligent, switched-on people who don't need gurus.
This right here is the look of a man who is about to give up on convincing her of her insanity.
Sorry, run that past me again.
We have no followers. I write books. I put information out on the net. If people feel it works for them, they may apply some of the principles.
Well, how many supporters?
Probably 100 million.
100?
100 million.
You're doing well.
We are.
Oh, God. That we and that stare says, I know I'm fooling millions of people. Christ, lady! Do you know how expensive these lenses are to replace? You better be writing another book, because this is not coming out of my paycheck.
I don't take any solid foods. I'm a breatharian, I have been.
I'm sorry, what? Can I hear that one more time?
I'm a breatharian.
A breatharian? Yeah, sure, that makes sense. I guess that makes me an alcoholarian then.
For 19 years.
Back in the early 80s, Californian Wiley Brooks preached much the same message as Jasmine and built quite a following until he was caught coming out of a fast food store with a chicken pie. Brooks happens to be a close friend of Jasmine.
Wiley Brooks, yes, he's a fascinating man.
A fraudster, though.
Oh yes, he's a very good friend of mine. What, you mean this guy? Ain't he a bitch?
You might dismiss Jasmaheen as merely the latest in a colourful line of New Age carpetbaggers, except her message is dangerous and she's deluded.
Again. The only issue is she's a fucking nutcase. My man Richard has not been holding back this interview. Okay, so we've gotten the interview portion out of the way. We've questioned her ethics, and I don't want to be sidelining her beliefs here. Yes, I do. But money is absolutely a driving force, even though she won't say it. But my man Richard is here, and he's here to do his job. He's here to cut through all the BS and decide to actually test her beliefs. So he's deciding to lock her in a room for 7 days with no food and water, completely depleting her of any resources necessary.
So you're happy that we lock you up for 7 days and watch you die?
You wouldn't watch me die. I'd come out smiling and laughing at your holiday.
That sounds like such fun. I can't believe you're so stupid to think that I wouldn't be happy at the idea of depleting my body of its necessary nutrients to keep myself happy and thriving. I'm giddy at the idea of it. Can't you tell by my 1,000-yard psychotic stare how much I'm gonna appreciate this opportunity for you to call me out? After this experiment's done, there's a chance I might thank you by following you home and telling you in front of your family how happy I am to be part of this experiment.
We installed Jasmaheen in a Brisbane hotel with a roster of female security guards in her room 24 hours a day to ensure she didn't eat or drink. Her progress
Hey. I didn't see a toilet cam. I need to make sure that she's not drinking from the holy bowl of bowel removal.
was checked by Dr. Beres Wink, president of the Queensland branch of the Australian Medical Association. And by day 2, there were already problems.
So you're now over
And I did
5% dehydrated.
I did 4 weeks today.
I'm sorry, what? What was that? 4 wheeze? That's actually not. I genuinely can't hear what she's saying. Oh shit, my bad. That's just Australian dialect for pissing.
Day 3, and Jasmaheen was complaining that city pollution was limiting the nutrients she was able to derive from breathing fresh air.
Would have been helpful if you brought that up on your first day when doing this test. But that's okay, let's just run up the production budget on this one.
We were stacking the test against it, she claimed. So we agreed to move to another location.
Oh, to smell the air.
Her voice is sounding a little raspy there, huh?
We went 20 kilometres outside Brisbane to a place called Clear Mountain. Here, Jasmaheen was happy again, but starting to look gaunt. By day 4, her condition had deteriorated dramatically. Her pulse rate was up, blood pressure down, and she had lost 6 kilos.
No, I feel good.
You're now quite dehydrated, probably over 10%, getting up to 11%.
10%? 11%? Jasmine, what the hell are you doing in there? You're supposed to be absorbing the nutrients from the dust particles or some shit. Don't tell me you were just sitting around doing nothing all day. Unless, of course, she's No, she wouldn't do that. That's not in her nature. So in this next part, there is another back and forth, but this time it's between the 3 of them. At which point, Richard here confirms with the doctor that Jasmine is depleting at a quicker rate than my hope to have a happy and stable future. Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching.